Okay, Steve, thanks for joining us. Lovely sunny day here at the Raymac, and following on from Saturday's slightly painful 5-0 defeat.
Yeah. Yes. That was a tough watch, wasn't it?
It was.
I'm not going to say it can't get any worse ever again. So I'm smiling now, but obviously it was a really tough day for everybody involved. We actually, I need to just put things into context, because I think there's a few things obviously swirling around that actually need clarifying. We had 16 players at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, so we had a full complement of team and players, and then, as previously at Poole, suddenly phone calls start coming in and players start coming out. We changed the team sheet 3 times, so that gives you an indication of how difficult Saturday was. Couldn't put a team together and just could not get we winged it at Poole. We managed to get the team. You had a bit of balance and a bit of shape about that side. Players in the main were playing in their right positions, and the players available were of a little bit better quality than we had available Saturday. We were shoehorning people into areas that they just couldn't play in, and that was evident. And in all honesty, we got beat 5, like you say, could have been 10. The way that the game went, one substitute development lad, another development lad playing. That's it. That's where we are. That's the bottom line. They're not excuses. As I say, I'm not. All I'm doing is just stating facts. I'm stating what happened on the day. We're playing against a good side. A team, a budget 3 times what we've got, and this is facts. This is not, and a squad twice the size of ours, and a good side to boot. Experience, you saw they're experienced. They've got good players. Any given day we played them, it would have been a tough game. But they didn't beat our first team. They beat 11 players that were scrambled together at the last minute, and that's no disrespect to any of those 11, because it was very much, and I feel sorry for them, because I've been saying this, and I'm not saying it now for the last week. I've not been saying it for the last month. I've been saying this for the last 3.5 months, that we've been stuck in a situation where we've had injury after injury. Another sending off. Look, I don't know where that responsibility lies. Is that with me? Is that with the players discipline? Is that with are people unlucky that they're getting sent off? I think we've had 8 sending offs. That's 8 games playing with 10 players. I think it's 25 games served under suspension. That's unheard of. The injuries we've got. I think there's 11 players missing now through injury. That's unheard of. That's never been known. I've been in the game 35 years. I've never ever known anything like this. And this is not something. We've been literally from minute 1. After Sam Roberts got sent off, we haven't played the same side. I think the last 19 games we either had someone carried off or someone sent off, or in some cases both have happened. So obviously something's got to change, and certainly we've got to. Things have got to go our way a little bit and give us a bit of a chance, because as it stands, I don't think anyone can believe how unlucky we've been, and a lot of it is luck. People can keep saying about the injuries. There is nothing we can do about injuries. You saw there Saturday. Calv's come off. It's not a great challenge over the far side, and he's injured. There's nothing the physio or Calv can do about that. Michael's sending off is it's probably a silly sending off. It doesn't have to be. It's a silly tug of the shirt.
You didn't have the options on the bench, because he'd already had a yellow, hadn't he? I think.
Exactly.
You didn't have the options on the bench to kind of protect him from a second yellow.
No, I can't take him off, because obviously with regard to Calv's off, and we haven't got anybody actually left on the bench. So these are the facts. People can surmise and can say this should be, you should have done this, should have done that. Actually, how would you have done anything differently? That I get when you've got a full complement, and maybe you don't play very well, and people say we should have played this side. I take on board that, and I understand that. When you have no choices and know where to go, which it's been quite often the case this season, then it's been very difficult. And Saturday, I think, just was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think the lads have been through an awful lot this season, had to put up with an awful lot. The amount of injuries that we've had has just been astronomical. We've run with 6-7 injuries for most weeks. We lost 6 players Saturday, from 9 o'clock Saturday morning to 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We lost 6 players in a day. I mean, that's just unbelievable. But so we've just got to keep going. They're not excuses, they're facts. We have to try and cobble a tie together for Saturday. We've got, we went to Poole with one substitute, and we played really well against a good side. Saturday was just too much, and I think most sensible, normal people understand that.
I was stood at the top of the stairs here by the door, and I looked left and right, and there was a good first team sat there basically.
You couldn't get a seat for love nor money up there.
Yeah,
no, because it's absolutely packed.
There,
packed with players that and even the lad that I signed from Newport. I signed him on a Tuesday. We'd agreed it. He would have been here on Saturday. On Wednesday, he rings up and says he's got COVID. What can you do? What can you do? So we just, as I say, we'll keep going. We'll keep doing our best. We'll keep trying, and things will turn. They will turn. They won't turn overnight because obviously we've still got 3 suspensions hanging over the side, and there's an awful lot of people who are still injured. But things will turn, and we will get better. And as I say, we'll start getting results. There's no doubt about that. But people are going to need to be patient, and I more than anybody understand people's frustrations because I've lived through this for nearly 5 months, and it feels like ever since Sam Roberts, and this is going back the second game of the season at home to Truro. I don't think we've played the same side twice. That gives you an indication of how difficult it's been already, and this season's been an unmitigated, I say, disaster in more ways than one. It really is.
You mentioned a lad from Newport there. We can't mention names yet because at the time of recording it's not officially announced, but there should be somebody coming in to help out.
Yeah, absolutely. We've I've had correspondence. As I said, we probably would have got it done last week, but no sooner I put the phone down than they rang back and said that unfortunately he wouldn't be available for Saturday, but he's going to come training tonight, and we'll have a good look. And we've got another couple of youngsters coming in from various clubs, and as I say, we'll grab a few of the development side and see how we go tonight.
So hopefully that will be announced by the time this video's out, but just covering our backs. So we look ahead to Truro. We head down to that's at Plymouth Parkway. That's easy for me to say. This Saturday. Yes, it's obviously going to be a difficult game. I went to Wimborne last night to watch them play, and they nicked a last-minute winner. They'll have their tails up. It'll be a difficult game, as I say. It will still be a case of us just really seeing who's available and who's not, and hopefully just really cobbling the side together, because that's basically, I think that's probably all we've done for a little while now, and we'll have to do the same again, because we know that there'll be probably 8 or 9 players that won't be available, possibly up to 11 players that aren't available. So if it'll be touch and go. Hopefully we won't get any more COVID cases, but you just don't know, and as I say, we'll have to just run with what we've got and see where we are. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Steve. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'd say it was a pleasure, but it's been a tough one.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Anyway, cheers mate.
Thanks.